Live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be here joined with my brother here in just a few minutes. But we have an interesting slate of games today. We get a full baseball card. I've already attacked that and have probably way too many plays, but got 5, 10, 15 plays in the MLB already locked in because it's MLB season and we attack it. And we have 3 games in the NHL. One of them, potential clinching can happen today. Other one's divisional. One has divisional implications. The other one has no implications. And then we finally have basketball that matters. We had it a little bit yesterday. We didn't go over it because somebody decided not to show up for work. But we have 2 games here today that actually mean something, and I've got nothing on them. So maybe we'll break those down a little bit. Maybe I'll find my way onto something in those games. But overall, let's take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. It was a great day yesterday for me. 8-3-1 in baseball, up 5.64 units. A late ad was kind of not the greatest, but I mean it fell into his system, so I had to. But started off with an easy winner. Yankees Guardians over 8. That was nice and easy. That cashed by I think the 3rd inning. So that was very nice, or the 4th inning, something along those lines. Oakland Athletics first 5 money line, never in doubt, plus 150. I did push the Pirates first 5. They went on to win the full game. Miami Marlins first 5 plus 120 was a winner, as well as the over 7.5 in that game. Tampa Bay Rays first 5 full game double up, -0.5, -1. Both come through. 11-0. Tim, you'll never guess what I bet in that game today. We back on the Tampa Bay Rays again.
I was going to say Boston. You don't like Boston today?
No.
Unfortunately, it's not our boy Zach Eflin, but
yeah, it is what it is. Not my only baseball.
Who's pitching for Tampa Bay today?
Do not care.
Making his major league debut.
Cool, love it. I also had Chicago, Minnesota over 8. There was 2-2 at the end of 1, so I think 3-2 at the end of 2, and finished 4-3. We got extra innings. I thought, oh, cool. Now we'll be able to get both teams to score an extra. Nope. White Sox wanted nothing to do with extra innings, apparently. So over 8 was a loser there. Cubbies first 5 money line, never in doubt. Ever.
Oh, God.
Not a chance. Down 7-0. And they come all the way back. And then the Rockies first 5 never in doubt. They were down heading into the bottom of the 5th. A 3-run bomb and another home run, and they cashed the first 5. That was nice. And then my 2 add-ons, they were only half units each. But Washington first 5, Washington full game because LA turned into -305. So start the -300 fades. I'll probably go 17 and 50 and be up units. So. Yeah. So off to a rough start on the -300 fades, but it was only the first one of the year. Overall, 8-3-1 up 5.64 units of baseball. Awesome day. And those 3 baseball plays I lost were the only plays I lost. In the NBA, I had the Atlanta Hawks plus 4.5, and I sprinkled the money line as well. They came through with a double-digit win. So 2-0 up 1.14 units in the NBA. In the NHL, I went 1-0-2 up 1.04 units. I pushed with Philadelphia -1 as they won in overtime. Winnipeg got the job done, and they clinched their playoff spot. They're going to be the 8th seed, and they're probably going to be going up against Vegas or Edmonton. That's going to be an interesting matchup. If they play Vegas, Connor Hellebuck can steal a few games. No, I don't think Winnipeg gets swept because of their goaltending. I think their goaltending steals them at least a game or 2. And then I pushed with the Vancouver Canucks -1. So overall yesterday, though, 11-3-3, up 7.82 units, a day I've been needing for a long time. So amazing day yesterday. ready to get into today. I saw Tim. I have one play that I disagree with you with, so that'll be fun to get when we get to that.
What sport?
MLB.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah, we disagree a lot. Yesterday was a profitable day on the site. Whoop whoop. 8-7 yesterday. We had the over in Cleveland, and I was stupid, Nick. I added Cleveland. It was a big plus money. I'm fine with losing those. The plays that drive me crazy when I lose are the minus monies. Plus monies, I have no problem losing. I have not a problem losing a plus 163. Because if we flip it around, we had the Pirates yesterday. Plus 155, never in doubt winner. Oakland. By the way, I don't know if you announced it. The Oakland experiment is officially retired. I'm not touching them.
I'm back on them today.
We're not putting them up on the site or anything.
No.
Unless there's actually value on them. We're not blindly doing it. It went, I think, 2-9. If it wasn't for Oakland, the Oakland bets, we would be profitable on the site for baseball right now. They're dragging us down. The Tampa Bay Rays continue to play awful. They're only 11-0. They cashed the run line yesterday. How about Miami? A little plus 135 action there. Because the other Miami didn't come to play. Luckily, I was on Atlanta plus 5 in that game. Let's get it. Chicago Cubs. I marked that one a loser, down 7-0. Little did I know that they would even cash the first 5 for you. So wow, yeah. Minnesota game was a complete mess because we had the over and the Minnesota run line. That one was a bust. Winnipeg winner, Colorado Rockies money line loser, Arizona loser, Washington loser, Minnehaha in the NBA plus. I didn't get 8.5. I got 7.5. But anyways, it cashed last night, so that was nice as well. 2-0 to start the plans, and I'm on the 2 dogs again today. But we'll talk about that one in a little bit. Nick, I'll let you go over to the site real quick. To the not site, but to the chat real quick. I'm gonna quickly type in a couple of things.
Oh, good. John saying, good morning. Woke up to a 14 winner. Hell yeah.
There you go.
After being down 7-0, I went to sleep thinking I lost. Jays, Cubs, Flyers, Bruins. Hell yeah. You call them the Pirates. I ended up taking them outright yesterday. Be sure to raise the Jolly
Roger.
Yeah. Morning. Good morning, sir. Let's have a profitable day. Absolutely. Let's go, boys. What's up? I hit the like. Appreciate it. Yo. Good day for Joe Kryptonite. Kirk on the Phillies run line. Real Madrid over 1.5 and the Raptors -4.
That's a 4 now? I got the Bulls at 5.5. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm happy about that.
That's a 5.5.
I was about to say, what if it was at a 4, I would have gotten really excited.
Yeah. What's up to me? Bolts. Did the Lightning win yesterday? I didn't even pay attention to that game.
And then the second comment that he has after that.
Thanks. Now I'm homeless. Okay. I was leaning Leafs, especially after all that news yesterday. Good morning. Winning day yesterday. I cashed Matt Chapman and Bo Bichette home runs. Hell yeah.
Against the AAA Tigers. Nice.
I am on those AAA Tigers today. Thank you very much. Chicago Cubs money line. This is where Tim and I differ.
What?
And it's because the Seattle Mariners are one of 2 teams today that fall into a certain system for me, the dog into a favorite system.
I was on the opposite side because the Cubs opened up at plus money.
No, they did not. Unless I read that wrong. No, they did not.
Oh, I didn't look at that side. I looked at a different one, but they opened up at plus money according to
Mariners opened up at plus 110 yesterday on Bet Online, and they're now -105.
Okay. When I looked through it, the Cubbies were plus 102 to -110.
Yeah, they're yeah. I look on Bet Online, and -105 is the magic number for me to say this is a dog into a favorite. It goes plus when it goes plus money into -105 or better.
All right,
They're
so
one
that
of
one's a
those
loser.
teams.
Cool.
Mariners are one of those teams, and the other one, it's the New York
Mets are a
Mets.
dog?
The New York Mets opened up at plus 116. They're now minus 109.
Wow.
So they're one of the two teams that are part of the dog two favorite system plays as well.
That's fair.
Tate the Great saying, yo.
Yep.
I got 2 legs on the parlay after the Blackhawks won last night. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say. Massive shout out to the Chicago Blackhawks for beating the Pittsburgh Penguins. I love you forever. Now we need the Islanders to get 1 freaking point today. Sorry. Thank you to the Blackhawks, though.
And I will say real quick, Sabres, it was a fun season. I'll give them that. It was definitely a fun season to watch. They'll be back next year. Fuck the Devils. Anyways.
Cubs, Mets, moneyline parlay. I don't like the Cubbies. No.
Go Cubs, go.
I'll hop on the Mets early. I'm going to try the Blues money line. I don't hate that. I would like to see the Stars lose. That would be cool. And then Earle Sportsbet saying follow us on Twitch.
I saw something pop up on my phone for it, so I figured I'd throw it in the chat.
Yeah. Cash T-Wolves.
Yes.
T-Wolves -8 or +8.5, and the Wolves the Hawks -9.5 live. There you go. Yeah, Winnipeg was easy for sure. Yeah. I felt like Winnipeg was one of the best bets on the board yesterday. Because Winnipeg was fighting for a spot and Minnesota is fighting to stay healthy. That's kind of the way I picture that. Plus, I thought the wrong team was favored.
Mm-hmm.
Bulls +5.5.
Yes.
I have not moved on any NBA plays yet.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that when we get to those games. Because I do plan on figuring out something. Because I did bet 1 game yesterday. Even if I only bet 1 game today, I am looking to bet the NBA here. Yeah. When does the WNBA start?
Friday, May 19th. And I've already got...
They just had the draft.
Yeah. I've already got 1 play that I like for that day, and I don't even have lines yet.
Yeah. Cubs. y'all agree on the Mets, though, right? I already bet the Mets first 5 full game.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Tisk. You're all good, man. Come on, Bulls outright.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yo. I don't think the Cubs sweep, though. I can see it.
Yeah, sorry, there's no way the Mariners get swept, right?
I mean, there definitely is a way. It's just a line move thing for me. Oakland, what happened? I'm back on Oakland again today, first 5.
Yep, nope, I'm done with the Oakland.
They did cash the first 5 yesterday, but it felt like a challenge for them holding a lead.
Yeah, I'm done with that experiment. It's 2-9.
I think the new part of that experiment is we're not going to bet Oakland every game, but we're not going to bet against them.
Fair enough.
Of course, I sprinkled. Yeah, there you go. Cardinals team total over 6.5. Cubs team total over 5. Flyers team total over 3.5. All winners for you. Hell yeah. There you go. Let's go Bulls. Let's go Bulls. Went 9-2 yesterday. I have to stay away from Nerfies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Nerfy better. Sabres. Ooh.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
Sorry. So, Tim, you hedging out of the Cubs bet?
The question is, am I a landscaper? No, I don't hedge. Hedging's for gardeners.
Yeah, fair enough. Of course, it's all about the Mets, Tim.
Is it? Is it though?
No,
we both clicked it.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
It's all about the Mets. Of course it's all about the Mets. Of course it's all about the Mets. Hell yeah. Let's go. Best play on the slate today. Which slate? In the MLB, I mean, I love my dog to favorite. So I would say Seattle, New York would be two plays I really like. Also, catch the two-teamer T-Wolves and Canucks. There you go. Just at F the points. Give me the money line. Yep. Same. It's all about the Mets. Of course, it's all about the Mets. You telling me DeRozan won't choke today? Nope. Can't bet on DeRozan. Fair. Both Mets and Mets and Mariners move from dogs to favorites. I'm on both today. 100% agree. Whenever a dog turns into a favorite, I'm on it. That's happened a few times. I don't think I've lost any of those yet. When a dog turns into a favorite. Don't do player props then. There you go. 110 on Mets, and I'm locked in all the winnings from yesterday. Good luck.
Oh, God.
Get a hit. There you go. All right. Which we will get. We'll actually start with the NHL. We'll go into the NBA, and then we will go into the MLB. That's the way our show is going to go because we have 3 games, 2 games, and then 15 games. So we're going to start it off with this one, Tim, as he walks away.
Sorry, I forgot a hat. Montreal Canadiens and the New York Islanders. Islanders only a -350 favorite with a total of 5.5. What could possibly go wrong here, Nick?
They could pull a Pittsburgh Penguins and lose this game outright. 100% they could. But with that being said, I'm definitely not looking outside in this game, and this total has moved as well. This line opened up at -344 for the Islanders. They went up now. They did go up to -365, but it's 350. So it's Montreal or nothing on the side. Let's put that out there now. Total opened up at 6, -101 for the over. It's down to 5.5 now, -111 to the over. I put this out last night. I bet this last night, and I'm on the under 6. I got under 6 at $1.15. Would I still play it at a 5.5? Yes, for a little less though. Like I'm not obviously not as confident. I like the 6 because you can push the 6. Shop around. You may be able to find. You can find a 6 on South Point. Probably there's other sites where you can find a 6 on. Let's see what. There's got to be more than that, right? Bet Rivers has a 6. Unibet has a 6. Bet Victor has a 6. Coolbet has a 6. So there are still spots that have a 6. Shop around, find a 6, under 6 for this game. I have projected Samuel Montembeault and Ilya Sorokin. I had this game projected 2.89 to 2.27 or 2.26, 5.15 goals. I like the under in this game. And let's take a look at what the price is. You could probably get a decent price with this. Plus 425. 425, the draw. Because I know in the third period, if this game is 1-1 in the third period, late, the Islanders aren't doing shit. This is going to be probably one of the most conservative efforts you're going to see from the Islanders this year, where they're going to play solid defensive hockey. They're not going to do anything stupid. They're not going to press. They're not going to pinch. They're not going to do any of that. And this is a game they probably win 2-1. And plus 425 for a draw, I think is a great look as well, because if you look at what the Islanders need in order to make the playoffs, 1 point. Once they make it in the past 60 minutes, they don't care. They've made their playoff spot. So I think the Islanders probably get the job done. I'm not laying -350 with them. I see this as like a 2-1, 3-1 type of Islanders win. I like Montembeault and I like Sorokin, obviously. So I like the under in this game. Under 6. Gotta shop around, but find that 6.
Now, Montreal plus 1.5 is plus 125.
What's a 2.5? Can you find a 2.5 for Montreal?
God, probably not, because I'm only looking at I only see. Well, I can look on Bovada. Hold on.
You can get 2.5 for minus 170. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I would grab the plus 1.5 because you're saying it couldn't go in overtime.
I would grab a draw in this game. If I bet draws, I'd grab a draw.
Yeah. So, no, I would lean towards the Habs, but obviously, I'm not really trying to get involved in that. I'm not getting involved in hockey right now.
Yeah.
Tim, Lakers, they're gonna make you jump off a bridge. That is fair because the Lakers are annoying, but I will say real quick, because I'll bring this up. The two teams that won yesterday, Hawks and Lakers. Well, we have series odds for them now, Nick.
Good God, the Celtics are $10 minus 1,000.
Yeah, I want to grab the Hawks. Just
really
pure value. And I want to smash the Grizzlies. I don't care that it's minus 140. Give me the Grizzlies all day. Minus 140 against them. Yeah. No way I trust the Lakers to that one. Isles plus 2.5. There you go.
They play ultra conservative and
Canadians minus 1.5 plus 600. One more time.
I sure as hell hope not.
D-backs run line. Brewers won last game. I like the D-backs today. Yeah.
I did play the Diamondbacks.
Habs just shut out the Islanders and scored 100. JK. Tampa Bay. Yeah, you're going after the Rays again. Yeah, don't have to talk us off of that one. I think it's going to be 4-1 Canadians. They're going to play hard these last two games. They may not win against the Bruins, but I see it tonight.
I hope not.
Let's keep rolling through them. The Dallas Stars are minus 165 against the Blues. 6 is the total. Does this line seem a little bit short?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look at how the lines moved here. And actually, the lines moved towards St. Louis. Opened up at minus 165. It's now down to a minus 155 for Dallas. Opened up at 6, minus 118. It's now gone up 3 cents to minus 121. I don't really agree with that line movement there. The original line move was down. It moved from 118 to 115 for the over. Now it's up to minus 121. I have to grab the adjusted numbers here because I just got a likely for Joel Hoffer for the St. Louis Blues.
Who?
Which in very limited appearances actually look pretty good this year. I have this game projected 2.89 to 2.31 in favor of the Stars, so I have them around minus 155, minus 160. So I think this line is about right. I have this game projected for 5.2 goals. I like Joel Hoffer. He did have one bad game before he got sent back down, but he had a couple really good games off the rip. I think this is a game where the Stars probably play a little conservative as well because they're still in a race with the with Colorado, and I believe they have the tiebreaker if it comes down to that. But Colorado and Dallas are a point behind with 2 games to play. Colorado has 2 games to play, 105 points, 104 for the Dallas Stars. All the Avalanche need to do is win their last 2 games against Winnipeg, who just clinched a playoff spot, in Nashville, who's been eliminated. Dallas plays St. Louis twice. So I think probably all 4 of those games are wins for those 2 teams. So I think both these teams finish with 2 strong games. I did not bet the side. I did not bet the side in any of the games today, but I did bet totals in all of them. I grabbed the under 6 in this one, or plus 107. I see value on it here. I like that it's Joel Hoffer and Jordan Binnington. I like Hoffer. He looks solid, and he has a .95 goalie rating, 12.68 expected goals against, only 12 goals allowed. So he was a slightly above average goaltender, the very limited sample size we've seen him. So I do think this game goes under the total, under 6 for me.
There you go. Wait, is it the last day of hockey? No, it's not. There's still at least 3 days left.
Yeah, there's
tomorrow and there's 2 days. There's at least 3 days today and the next 2 days because the Sabres play the next 2 days.
Yes,
which means nothing. I think St. Louis or Sharks the dog.
I could definitely see the Sharks, and we'll get into that in just a minute.
Man, yesterday was good night for me. Hit 3 parlays. Nice. Good morning, gentlemen. Morning. Need more people on the Blues. Richie. Rip, yeah. I'm on the Blues. There you go. F the Flyers for ruining my favorite hockey holiday, Michael Hutchinson Day.
Yeah, they pushed for me.
Thank you, Joe Kryptonite. It's decent value. But thanks, Canes. Finally, Nick Holt Day happened.
I think that was a new rookie they signed.
Saving Bennington for the wedge.
Yeah.
So excited for playoff hockey. Who cares? Dodger Blue. I don't
disagree. Dodger Blue.
Blues money line for the next 2 games they're going out with a bang. So these are the last 3 games. Start taking dogs or wait till last day.
I'm going to be treading very lightly in hockey, because the biggest question of the entire thing is who cares. Not like who cares, like I don't care. It's who's going to actually show up and play. Like I can definitely see the Sharks winning tonight because the Flames got eliminated and they don't care. Things like that.
Yeah. Skinner. Sharks kill late night parlays. We'll talk about those SJ Sharks do against the Flames do 215. No, 6.5 is your total. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's take a look where this line has moved. And this line opened up at minus 220. It's actually moved up 15 cents towards the Flames up to 235. This total opened up at 6.5 minus 107. It's gone up to minus 117. It did get up to minus 130 at one point, which is where I got it at. I got the over in this game. Two teams that are eliminated and playing for exercise. That means over, most likely. I have this game projected 4.21 to 2.8, 7.01 goals in this game, and I got it at 6.5. I took the over. I lean Sharks team total over as well if you want to get involved with that. Actually, maybe even Flames team total. That is a 3.5 though. 2.5 for the Sharks, minus 125. I'm not going to move on either of those. I can see the Sharks not. I can see the Flames not caring and the Sharks winning this game. I lean SJ if I had the better side, but the side is no play for me. The total is where I'm going in this game, and it's an over 6.5.
That's fair. Hoping for a nice open game in the Flame Sharks.
Yes.
There we go. Hit the like button, guys. Why are you? Go away. Thank you. Not you, Scott. There's something that popped up on my screen. We'll definitely miss Sabres Day running my favorite same game parlay money line over at anytime goal scorer Tage Thompson for Retro Day the 13th and Hutchinson Day the 14th. Yeah, I'll have Sabres those days, but whatever. Flames would be much more intimidating in playoffs than the Kraken. I don't know. Yes. The Kraken looks solid. I think they lose in the first round, but that's not the point. Sharks money line looks tasty, but I like the over. Bummer. Let's head to the NBA, Nick. Play-ins.
Yes, and this is
eliminated today.
Huh?
We get our first eliminations today.
Yeah. Let's get into this here. Let me switch over to the NBA on this panel here. All right. Let me get my Pickett app up and up to the NBA stuff. I have personally not played anything in the NBA yet. So we'll start off here. The Chicago Bulls are at the Toronto Raptors. The line is 5.5 and 212.5. This total is plummeted since opening. Let's take a look. This line opened up at a 4.5 for the Raptors. It's gone up to a 5.5, so it's moved up a point for the Raptors. And the line opened up at 217.5, and it's now 212.5. Let's take a look here. We have 60% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Raptors. The line's moved up a point. Makes sense to me there. And then this total opened up at 217.5, went down to a 212.5. 43.5% of the tickets, 60% of the cash is on the under, which explains the line move. I don't know if it explains a full 5-point line move. Am I crazy to think this game could squeak over to 12.5?
No. Well, you're crazy, but not because of that.
Because I think maybe this line moved a little bit too far. That's my first thoughts about this game. Is I originally wanted to move in on this under. I think the under was a decent look a couple points ago.
Yeah,
but not at this number. I think the over is the look in this game.
at this point probably, but I'm just going to keep taking the dogs. They covered the first 2 games. I don't trust the home teams right now. This is we're getting some teams today, Nick, that are under 500. I will say that. Because both the Bulls and the Thunder are both under 500. But we saw last night, these shouldn't be widespread games. We saw one be a 6-point game, and the other one was a blowout, but the dog won. I don't think these spreads should be that big of a spread, and I'm going to be taking the dogs for both of them. So I grabbed the Bulls plus 5.5. I know this is a Toronto team that's experienced in the playoffs. This core won a championship. So I know this Toronto team knows how to win. But 5.5 point spread, yeah, no. I'll take the Bulls on this one.
All right.
I'm going to line. No.
Sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to make a move on it. I'm going to take over 212.5 at -110. I think the lines move too much.
That's fair. No, they wouldn't. Flames get knocked out in the first round. 2 probably swept by the Avalanche. Very well could be. Mets and Marlins lines moved back to them being
No, they didn't. I just checked that after I saw that comment. They're still where they are.
Okay. Let's go Bulls. Yes. Orange and blue day. Mets and Islanders kick the Pens playoffs hopes.
Yes, let's put a nail in the coffin of that long playoff streak for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, let's cash a plus 300 ticket today on the Penguins to miss the playoffs.
Hell yeah. Fade Dick Mountain. He got me last time. That's what she's I really wanted the Blackhawks money line. Oh well, I'm sure there's some big underdog cash left in the last 3 days of the regular season. There will 100% be. How about a different underdog that we could bet on, Nick?
Yeah. This is a game I obviously have not get involved with yet. But this one also is a 5.5. It opened up at a 5.5 as well. 227 the total. Opened up at 5.5. It did go down to a 4.5 at one point, and now it's back up to a 5.5. The line opened up at 231, and it's moved 4 points towards the under, down to 227. So both these games plummeted towards the under. And I don't know if I want to play the under here, but that's kind of where the line move is telling me. Also, we got 39% of the tickets and 46% of the cash on New Orleans. So looks like the bigger bets are coming in on New Orleans. And then 73% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the line has moved down 4 points. Now I'm trying to figure out, has this line moved down too much? Or is the under 227 still worth a look? Because I think the market is telling us that they're not scared of the over money here. And they've moved the points down 4. They've moved it down 4. So my lean is towards the under in this game. What's your thoughts?
I'm on the Thunder. I've grabbed all the dogs so far. I'm not going to stop now. And this is a Thunder team that was one of the most profitable teams in the NBA this year. 45, 30, 4, and 3 against the spread. I believe that was, let's go to regular season, number 3 in the NBA, only behind Philadelphia and Utah. So Oklahoma, really, really solid team to back in terms of against the spread. Pelicans, although they've played well this year, I still think they're a team that they're missing Zion, and I think that's going to be what is going to be the death of them. Is come playoff time when everybody's healthy and everything, and you don't have your biggest guy that you paid a lot of money to. it's going to be tough for them to win games. Could they win this game? Yeah, they should win this game. I think at least Oklahoma City covers. If not, has a chance to win this one outright. And by the way, the winner of that Chicago-Toronto game faces the Heat. The winner of this game will face the Minnesota Timberwolves in a chance to go and play a 4-game series against the Nuggets. So, a 7-game series. It'll end up being 4, but that's what these two teams are fighting for. But Oklahoma City plus the points for me.
I assume I know the answer on this one here. Do you see any chance that any of these playing teams can win a series?
Yes. I think if you're going to go after one, and as crazy as it sounds, I think Atlanta has a shot to beat Boston. I realistically think Atlanta has a shot to beat Boston. And if Miami beats the winner of Chicago and Toronto, I think they can push that series against the Bucks to 6 games. Because the Heat are a very interesting team. They're beat up as all hell, but I think that could be a very interesting series between them and Milwaukee, where there could be money to be made there. As for the Western teams, no, I don't think the Lakers are going to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. I think whoever the Nuggets play, it's 4 or 5 games. But I'm high on the Nuggets. I've been on them for years, but I'm not high on the Lakers. So Eastern Conference, sure. I think there could be a couple of longer series, I should say. Western Conference, no.
Fair. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm gonna stay off the game. I'm gonna stay off the total here.
Could give Montreal a try. No. Are we liking Memphis in 7? You think it's going 7 games? You think it's actually going to go 7 games? Let's see which one? Memphis. Oh, they're only giving us that on there. Not NHL. Ooh, the Leafs are minus 145 against the Lightning.
Oh, give me the Lightning all day there.
All right. I don't have any advanced lines on Milwaukee on the Memphis series. No, I think that series is 5 games, 5, 6, maybe, and 6 would be nice for the Lakers. Los Pelicanos by double digits. No. No. WTF, lost an AirPod. That's rough. Memphis needs Steven Adams. I don't really think it matters. I think the Lakers are overrated. Let's roll into the MLB.
Yeah, we're going to get it started here with the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Houston Astros. This game kicks off, or the first pitch is about an hour and a half here in this one. I was tracking my last play there. Let's take a look at where the lines move. The Astros are $1.45 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. I think this is an interesting line for the Astros only being minus 145 in this game. Jose Urquidy and Dick Mountain is your pitching matchup here. This line opened up at 8.5. It's gone up to 9 and now 9.5. So this line has moved up a full run. I got involved with this last night, though. I got it at a 9 because we have 22% of the tickets, 33% of the cash is on Pittsburgh. The line opened up at minus 165 for the Astros, and it's now down to a minus 148. So the line's dropped on the Astros here. And 64% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the under, and the line's moved up a full run. Let me take a look at see what the weather looks like for this game, because I'm assuming I want to see if this is more of a weather line move, and it kind of is. They're expecting starting at 12 p.m. 12-mile-an-hour winds to left center field. So nice winds coming out here. I find it interesting the way the line has dropped on this game. I want to involve the Pirates here. Here's the thing: I don't want to involve the Pirates here. I don't want to involve Rich Hill. I did take the over 9. That's $1.39 though. I'm looking at the Pirates team total over 3.5 at a -139. I'm going to play that because they're not giving me options for another one here. Pirates team total over 3.5 at -139. A little juicy. I think they put up 4 runs in this game though. So I'm going to take the Pirates team total over 3.5 and the full game over 9.
Raise the Jolly Roger. Are you kidding me, Nick? How are you not putting Dick Mountain aside? How are you not grabbing Pittsburgh?
I did grab Pittsburgh.
I'm locking in Pittsburgh on the site along with the over.
I already put the over up.
Yeah, I know. I saw the over is already up there. I'm putting Pittsburgh up as well. I'm taking the Pirates. I'm sorry, you get a line movement like that. It's gotten smaller and all the money is all over Houston. Nick, I can't believe you didn't take it. No,
I didn't see it until now. Yeah,
Pittsburgh all day. I love grabbing my dogs. Hey, Nick, coming into this game, one team is 5-7, the other one's 7-4. Which one's which?
Yeah, right. It's
the
crazy.
Pittsburgh Pirates are 7-4 to start the year. They're winning games. Raise it. Raise the Jolly Roger. That should have been the team that we backed every single game.
Yeah. I like the Pirates too.
We can still do it? I like the Pirates in this one. Let's raise the Jolly Roger. Let's do this.
Yes.
I gave your favorite Canadians against the Leafs. Rip, LOL, back at them, home fade on the road, predictable bunch. Montreal. Fair enough. Houston first 5. No. Keep my name, Lakers, out your mouth. Lose in the first round because they suck. Astros, Pirates game over. Yes. But if you like Montreal has a chance, Joe, sprinkle Pittsburgh to make playoffs plus 550. No. I like the over. Yes. Pirates plus 1.5. Team total 3.5.
But actually, that is a good look. If you do like Montreal tonight, that would be a better way to getting at it because it'd be basically parlaying Montreal with Pittsburgh money line tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. There you go. Do y'all like Astros game over first 5? We're going to go over in the full game. We don't like to go over in first 5s because
I want the bullpens involved.
We want bullpens involved if it's an over. Even with me if it's an under, but I never take first 5s. That's just not my style of betting. So I like the over in general. But yeah, Nick, can we play this? Close enough.
Good enough.
Pirates, right?
Gotta love the Pirates.
Love the Pirates. Let's get it. Let's keep on rolling, Nick, to this one.
Yeah, this one I mentioned during the chat in the beginning. This is a dog to favorite. All right, here we have the New York Mets as -110 favorites now with a total of 8.5. This line opened up at Mets plus 116. It's been a 26-cent line move towards the New York Mets.
Makes sense. It makes sense though.
I will get into that. Yes. This line opened up at 8. It's gone up to an 8.5. It's now to a 9. It's gone up a full run, which makes sense when you look at the way the money's coming in on this one. 76% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Mets. They've gone from a dog to a favorite.
Yep.
Makes sense. It falls into one of my strategies, though. And 63% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over, which explains the full line move. Also, let's go over to Swish Analytics here for the weather report, where they're expecting at 1 p.m. 13-mile-an-hour winds from first to third, and actually it's blowing from side to side, but 80 degrees in Raleigh, in Flushing, Queens today, throughout the entire day. Very nice day here in New York. I took it's left to right wins, but I took the Mets first 5 full game dog to favorite system.
You took Seiler McGill.
Like Seiler McGill.
I like Blake Snell. He's struggled. You can look at McGill. So far, 2 starts, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 9 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 11 innings. And they won both of the games he pitched in. Blake Snell has been not exactly ideal. 7 earned runs, 5 hits, 7 earned runs, 5 walks, 12 hits, 11 strikeouts in 8 innings. So not as good of a start, and they've lost both of his games. I think the Mets will be able to hit against Blake Snell. We saw it last time he pitched against the Mets in that playoff series. It was the only game that the Mets won in that wild card round, and they were able to get to Blake Snell. I think they get to Blake Snell again here. I took the I like the Mets today. Yeah, dog to a favorite. I know the money's all over them, but dog to favorite. Let's grab it. Mets money line.
Yes. And dog to favorite for me is they're plus money at the start, and they passed the minus 105 barrier because on my book, minus 105 is a pick 'em.
Fair enough. Need a Mets win here. I hope so. Mets and their team total. Sure. White Sox got a chance. No. I want to back ECU Pirates, but that's Friday. Yesterday, never in doubt. Against Old Dominion. Did you see it? Did you get to go to the game, Nick?
I did not. I got carried away with a few things.
Yeah, did you see what happened yesterday?
Hoover hit a home run.
Lane Hoover. That was. I saw a bunch of things on Twitter about it. I didn't get to see the home run, but I'll look it up and I'll see if I can find it. But we'll head to this game, Nick. The other New York team, the Yankees are going up against the Guardians. Minus 120 are the Yankees with a total of 9.5. Look at that pitching matchup, Nick.
Clark Schmidt and Peyton Battenfield. For those who haven't heard of Peyton Battenfield,
I believe this is his major league debut. It is.
It is. Let's see what he has done. I would like to see what he has done in the minor leagues here real quick before we get into. He pitched 1 game. He only threw so far this season. He went 5 innings, struck out 3, had a 3.60 ERA. Overall, he has pitched in. He is 17-9 in the AAA, 2.99 ERA, 53 games started. Threw 301 innings, a 1.07 WHIP. So he's not bad. He's got some decent numbers, and we know the way the Guardians are with pitching. They've got good pitching.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them developing arms. The weather, 14-mile-an-hour winds at 1 p.m. Strong winds from left to right. So going from the third base side to the first base side is the weather in this game. Here, let's take a look at where the line has moved, and this line's dropped. Opened up at minus 115. It did get up to minus 117 this morning, minus 120-ish when I was typing up the lines. And it's now back down to minus 112. So it's moved 3 cents in the direction of the Guardians. Opened up at a 9. It's gone up to a 9.5. All the money's on the over, though. 86% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over, and it's moved that way. 79% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Yankees, and the line's moved a little bit towards the Guardians. Do we want to trust Hatfield is the question. Because that's the ultimate tricky spot here is how is Battlefield going to adjust? I'm not a fan of Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt has struggled a little bit this year. What has he done? He's given up 3 earned runs and 3 1/3 and 4 earned runs and 3 1/3. I can see this game going over. I can see the Guardians winning this game. It's tricky for me. I think this could be a decent stay-off spot. Also, if you want to maybe take Battlefield out of the question mark and just want to fade Clark Schmidt, Guardians team total over is a 4.5 at minus 115. I think that's probably the best way to attack this game if you want to, is just taking the Guardians over 4.5 and moving on. I'm going to stay off this game. It's a pass for me.
I want to load up Cleveland. I'm sorry, the line's moved how much? 2
3
cents?
Yeah.
80 what 79% of the bets, 89% of the money's all over the Yankees, and it's moved against them. I'm sorry.
I wonder how much of that is when the pitchers were announced, though. It's a tricky game. That's the
I like
problem.
Cleveland. I like Cleveland in this matchup. I don't trust Clark Schmidt. And what was the last thing that we just saw?
Yankees dominated.
Yeah.
It's not a bad look.
Give me Cleveland at home. I can get them plus 103. This is just a line thing. It hasn't moved, and you get a lot of money. What the books are saying, yep, keep betting the Yankees. Keep betting the Yankees. We're not scared of it. Keep betting them. Keep betting them. No, Cleveland wins.
All right, fine. I'm going to get involved. I'm going to take Battlefield out of the equation. I'm going to take the Guardians team total over 4.5 at -115.
And I'm loading up the money line. Let's run it. Cleveland today. Let's roll. Polar Bear home run. Sure. Batten down the hatches. Sprinkle Judge to crush one. No. Yankees first 5. No. Lean Guardians full game though. Yes. Guardians first 5. I think Schmidt gets hit early. Yes. Are you saying over? I really have no interest in the total. Sorry, yeah, in the total. I'll take Cleveland. Staying off the game though. Fair enough. Let's keep rolling into this one, Nick. And this one's kind of interesting.
Yeah, this is one I did not get involved with. Cleveland Guardians. Last game. Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins $1.55 favorites total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where the money is coming on this one, or let's take a look at the line movement. As we have Sonny Gray and Lucas Giolito. This line opened up at -155 for Minnesota. It's gone down to -148. And the line opened up at an 8, even money, and it's gone up to an 8.5 at -120. Taking a look where the money's coming in on this game, 80% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the Twins, and yet the line's moved towards the White Sox. The line opened up at an 8 at even money. It's gone up to an 8.5, even though 85% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the under. I think Giolito gets hit here a little bit. I think I like the over in this spot. I did not bet it yet, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably lock that in here. Cleveland, or no, why am I keep saying Cleveland? Chicago and Minnesota over 8.5 here at -120. I think I'm gonna bet here.
Yeah, I'm gonna back you on that one. This is a line that's gone from 8 to 8.5 with all the money on the under. That's kind of crazy to see.
Well, actually, real quick before we say that's crazy, I've already bet it, but let's take a look at what the weather is doing. Maybe that can help us get a. Yeah, okay. This is maybe a weather move. This is probably a weather move. 15-mile-an-hour winds towards left center field. Strong winds out. And that's probably why the line is the way it is. I do think Giolito and Gray can get hit, though.
Yep, I'm taking it. It's up over 8.5 in this game. I like it. Can't bet this matchup again. I'm good. Fair. Twins run line. I kind of lean White Sox. As crazy as that, I kind of lean White Sox.
I do lean White Sox as well.
I'm hiding from this game. Hell no. No. Let's go White Sox. I'm close to betting the White Sox. Also on the over. There you go. No, Joe. Cubs, not Sox. Well, we'll go from one Chicago team to the other, Nick. Hey, Chicago, what do you say?
Mariners fall into a system today. We have the Seattle Mariners at the Chicago Cubs. It is a pick'em in this game, but it is the magic -105 number. Actually, on Bet Online, Mariners are up to -109 now. The line opened up at Mariners plus 110, and it's moved to -109. And then the line opened up at 10.5, and it's gone up to an 11. Very windy in Chicago today, indeed. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's confirm that the weather. 17-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. As for the tickets here, we have 76% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Mariners. The line's gone from dog to favorite, though. That's a system play for me. Dog to favorite. Mariners first 5 full game. And then 83% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the over. The lines have gone up half a run, which makes sense. Also, with the weather, it makes sense. So for me, I'm on the Mariners first 5 in full game. And I know I was on the Cubbies yesterday, so I can. I think what was the last thing we saw from this team, Tim? The Mariners just choked a 7-0 lead.
Yeah. The one thing is with the Mariners here, and trust me, I'm high on the Mariners this year. I can't back a team that's avoiding getting swept.
I can. I have no problem with that.
I know you can do. I don't back that. I will say it makes sense that the lines move the way it has because 89% of the money is all over Seattle, so that makes sense. I actually do like a play in this game. I lean Cubs, but I like the under. What was the last thing that we just saw from these two teams? 14-9
game, but they just shredded through that bullpen. Though I would disagree on the under there.
Yeah.
I don't want to bet an under with 17-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. We saw what happened yesterday. A simple fly ball is flying out of the park.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
I get my boy Logan Gilbert, who I think is solid, and then you get Marcus Stroman that hasn't let up a run this year.
Marcus Stroman is a good pitcher for this type of weather because he's a ground
ball pitcher. Yeah, it's perfect for. I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under in this game. Under 11. I think it got too high. I think that you're gonna get. I think it's a weird one. I'm probably not loading it up because I know Nick's not on board with it, but this game's gonna go under. We'll come back to this one, finishing 2-1.
As long as it's 2-1 Mariners, I'm cool with that.
Very windy in Chicago. Mariners just choked away a 7-0 lead. I can't stand them, and I'm back on them today. You like pain, Grinch. You like pain. Nationals, first 5, money line, first 5, and full game. Whew.
I took the total in that game. I did not take a side.
Sure. Let's head to this game.
Yes. Colorado Rockies hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. Minus 165 are the Cardinals. Total of 13 in this game. A 13 total.
There's some 13.5 too.
It's some 13.5. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I guess makes sense because when you look at the line movement, it actually makes sense. This line opened up at minus 191 for St. Louis, and it's gone down 27 cents to minus 164. Quite the line move. Line opened up at a 12, went up to a 12.5 and a 13. I usually would be like, let's go ahead and take an under. 52% of the tickets, 51% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved up a whole run.
I think that's
26% of the 26% of the tickets, 25% of the cash is on the Rockies. So 74% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Cardinals. Line's plummeted. Yeah. I'm more interested in the side than the total here. I like the Rockies. I got the Rockies in the first 5 innings at plus 140. I don't trust this team full game. And I know Jose Urena had an awful start last time. That being said, I'll take a little bit of Rockies here.
I like the Rockies. I like the under too. I know you say that it's the line. I don't care.
Also,
is there weather?
I was going to mention that 9.5-mile-an-hour winds blowing out.
That's not a lot.
And later in the game, it gets up to 12 miles an hour.
That's not crazy though. That's not like a 17-mile-an-hour wind in Chicago.
That's still wind. It's still good wind. I mean,
the fact that this has gone up a whole run over 51% of money,
it's telling me the weather's pushing out as well.
Yeah. I kind of want to fade that, and I want to go under. Under a 13. A 13. But I'll take Colorado with you. I'll go Colorado plus 154 in this game. We're going to be back in a bunch of dogs. It is what it is. I'll grab some Rockies action. Fade Flaherty. I'm fine with that.
Love it.
Cards run line. No, thank you. I like Mr. Gore, my favorite Nationals pitcher to back. Corbin is a fade. Yeah. 13. Damn, yeah. Under 13. Yes, under 13. Rocky Mountain Top Magic. That's a stretch, but okay. Who are your top 3 home run props for today? Here, I'm going to find odds for them, and then I'll let you know. Because I have a couple of guys in mind, but I want to give you the odds to go with it. So we'll come back to that question. So, Nick, when you start on the next game, which is this one, you talk about it. I'm going to look up 3 home run props. I'll talk about it. You look up 3 home run props, and then we're going to give those out.
All right. I got a fun one too, I think. But yeah, maybe. So we got the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers in this one here. The Brewers are the Diamondbacks are minus 120 favorites, total 9.5 in this one here. Taking a look at the way the line has moved, it's Jameson and Junk, by the way, your 2 pitchers for this game. And this is holy crap! I didn't realize it was this. This is a dog to favorite as well. The Diamondback, granted. Let's pump the brakes on that dog to favorite though. There was a pitching change.
Yeah, Woodruff went out.
Yeah, and it's Junk, who is complete junk. That's why the line has moved the way it has. That being said, I'm on the Diamondbacks first 5 at $1.30. That's the way I moved on this game. Let's take a look at the way the line, or let's take a look at, it opened up at plus 130 pitching change though. And then it opened up at 8.5. It's up to a 9.5. It made a full jump overnight because there was no pitcher for the Diamondbacks, and now there is. And 37% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks, or on the Brewers though. So that's kind of interesting. Lines moved up towards the Diamondbacks though. And then 82% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the over. It's moved up a full run since opening. I'm on the Diamondbacks first 5 money line here.
Yes, D-backs. Although I was looking for them to finish off a sweep today, they lost yesterday. I don't know if I can back Junk. What did he play for last year? I know Angels, and he's pitched all of almost 25 innings in the majors. That's it. So we really haven't seen much from him. I like the D-backs. I like them at plus money. I like them at minus money. I'm high on the D-backs this year. 7-5 D-backs. I believe they're first place in the division. So that's funny to see. I like the D-backs this year. So let's go ahead and grab some Arizona Diamondbacks. I have not gotten my 3 home run people yet. So we'll come back to that question after this one. Snakes, money line.
Mm-hmm.
I need another game that we have to talk about, and then I can figure it out.
Yeah, I think I've got an interesting one.
Home run
I
prop?
have to find his odds. Because I'm also using a site that you can look at pitcher versus batter. And there is a batter today that he has 11 plate appearances against the pitcher he's facing, and he's taken him deep 3 times.
Oh, wow.
So that is something that I have circled, and we will get into that guy later in the slate. But when I pick out the 3 guys, then we'll go from there. But he's definitely somebody who made the list. But the Miami Marlins are at the Philadelphia Phillies here in this game, Tim. The Phillies $1.80 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one. I don't think I had much interest in this game. No, this line opened up in minus 181. It went up to minus 195 at one point. It's now down to minus 183. So it's a small line movement towards the Philadelphia Phillies. Line opened up at 7.5. It's went up to an 8 and an 8.5. And to make sense, 70% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the over, which explains the line move like that. I'm actually going to take a look real quick. Okay, my book doesn't have props for that. I don't think it has props for that as well, right? Nope. They need more props here on Bet Online. There's no out props for pitchers, and there's no walk props for pitchers. I would take Edward Cabrera under outs recorded, and I would take Edward Cabrera over walks because the guy struggles with this command. But with that being said, I'm not on this game. It's a pass for me.
I kind of like the Phillies on the run line. And I think that's plus money. I don't like Edward Cabrera. I don't get what the hype is behind him. He has no control. Although you look at his stats this year, he's allowed 4 earned runs in his 2 starts. Fine. It's in 6 2/3 innings, so I guess that's not. Only 2 hits allowed in those 2 starts, Nick. Last start, he no-hit the Mets for 2 2/3 innings. Only problem, in his first 2 starts combined, 13 walks. That's not somebody I can go and trust. I would grab I would go ahead and grab the Phillies run line. I think because you get a team like that and with the Phillies, if you walk them 6 times today, they're going to score 5 of those 6 times. They're going to put up runs. I also like the over in this game. It's a factor of if you're going to put runners on, they're going to score. So I like Phillies. I like the over in this game as well, Nick.
Yeah, I just got my second.
I've got a couple of guys clicked in. I'm just going through the last couple of games to see. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let me go grab him. All right, I think I got. I'm gonna have 5 clicked in. I'm gonna have 5 clicked in for those. And I'm looking for him.
All right, I've got 3 players. I just got to look up the odds for the other 2.
I'm just trying to figure out who that guy that's hit 3 up. Oh, yay! Okay, yes, I like him.
Oh, really? Did you figure that one out?
Yeah, I got him. Hold on. Is there? I don't have any odds for him.
His odds are not on Bet Online. I had to look him up on BetStamp.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Although I like that.
Crystal beat me to the punch there.
Ah, damn. There you go.
Yeah, he's the guy. $8 on.
Yeah, I got 5 home run props.
There you go. Head over to the chat real quick, Tim, and then I'm finding the odds for the other 2 guys for me.
Damn it! I'm currently typing them up.
Yeah, there you go. We're having fun with this. We have time to.
Yeah, we have time. We're good. I just made an extra parlay. Pirates money line, yes. Mets, yes. White Sox, and the under in the Cubs game for 18-1. I like I like all those. I don't know if I trust the White Sox. Oh well, no, I leaned White Sox. Never mind, that's fine. He was pure junk. That's fair. And Rich Hill's been pitching like the Titanic. That's fair. Nerfy in the Philly game. I don't hate it. Pass. Like the Phillies team total over. Yeah, JD Davis has good numbers versus Clayton Kershaw. Yep. And
he's the guy 11 at bats. So yeah,
they did just lose their last game.
Yeah. All right. So my three hitters here. JD Davis, $8 is the best price I found for him. Plus 320. Nolan Arenado. He has 2 home runs. He has 2 home runs and 19 plate appearances against Jose Urena. So he's hit him well. Oh, I completely missed him. There's one player here who has 3 at-bats against a specific pitcher and has gone deep twice.
Yep, I got him already.
Corey Seager. And then I got Michael A. Taylor at plus 925.
Why?
He has 2 home runs and 14 appearances against Lucas Giolito.
All right, here's your props. Wha-bam. Reynolds from the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's been going off this year. 3-1. And that one's against the Houston Astros. We have the over, and I have Pittsburgh. So I'm expecting him to get something going. Mr. Wander Franco from the Tampa Bay Rays. 6-1. I like that. My MVP, Adley Rutschman, plus $5 for the Baltimore Orioles. Speaking of players that are red hot right now, Terry would smile at me. Chapman. He's been solid for Toronto, 3-1. And then you mentioned Corey Seager at 450. I do like JD Davis as well. I couldn't find any lines on him. You said plus $8. But those are the home run props. Maybe I go and we do home run props. Say 5 of them a day and see how we could do by the end of the year. So there you go. There's my first 5 for today.
I'm gonna add Corey Seager. What was the bet? What were the odds on Corey Seager? I'm gonna add that one to my list.
450. Good morning to him. Good morning to Nick. How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Go Pirates. I like a good fashion home run. Let's get a home run round robin. I don't hate that. Love all those picks. Appreciate it, Crystal. Careful with Seager. He pulled something in his leg last night. I'll still pull the trigger on him. Let's head to this game.
Yeah, I did get involved in this game too. I feel like I got involved with almost every game though.
Pretty much, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, that's just the way I bet though. So
yeah.
Washington Nationals are at the LA Angels. The Angels are $1.60 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. This line opened up at minus 175 for the Angels, and it's dropped to minus 162. So a 13-cent line move towards the Angels. The total opened up at a 10, and it's dropped a full run to a 9. And 70% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the Angels, and 66% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the over, and the line's dropped a full run. Let's see if the weather has anything to do with it here for this game. Wind's blowing out, and the line's dropped. They're not really scared about that. 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. I'm on the first 5 under 5 in this game. Is where I went with this one. And with all the money coming on the over and the line moving towards the under, it just shows me they're not scared of this over money. And I'm not scared of it either. I lean Nationals if I had to get involved with this game. I like Gore. Mackenzie Gore. I believe he was part of that Juan Soto trade.
Yeah.
Griffin Canning can struggle at times. Maybe if you're looking to take both the first 5 under and the Nationals, you can take the Nationals plus a half. I did that with a game coming up where I took a first 5 plus a half and the first 5 under. But I'm on the first 5 under here on this one.
Yeah, I'll grab the under with you. I loaded it up. The fact that this has moved from a 10 to a 9 and it's showing 22% of the money is on the under just shows a lot. Is there a weather thing involved with it, though?
9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out.
Oh, so it's even your winds are blowing out and they're still going down.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead, give me the under. I think a lot of people well, no, I don't think a lot of people will look at yesterday because yesterday was 2-0.
Yeah.
But I like Mackenzie Gore. I think he'll have a decent year. And everybody might see Griffin Canning and be like, who's he? And then want to bet the over. But I think he's had actually halfway decent numbers. Last year, he only pitched in 14 games last year. Oh, to a 5.6 ERA. But it's against the Nationals, who are one of the worst offensive teams in baseball. So I'm not really overly concerned in that one. What do we got for in terms of hitting runs per game? Washington is 7th to last. And the Angels have put up runs. They're actually number 5 in runs this year. But granted, they had a couple of big games against the Oakland Athletics. So, I like the under in this one. That's fine. Under.
Yeah, generally playing the Oakland A's helps your runs per game.
Yes. Square, but trying it. Nats plus a half first half. Don't hate that. I like the Rays money line.
Yes. Until further
Serious
notice.
Question. Should I fade Dick Mountain or raise the Jolly Roger? We're raising the Jolly Roger, and we're going over. I figure if the Astros are going to win, they're going to score a bunch of runs themselves. And we'll either get the over or the Pirates, or we could try to get both. But I think we're going to at least hit one of them. So over in the Pirates for that one. How about the Astros and Texas Is it over or under? Astros over and Pittsburgh money line. Astros lose today. And then the Texas Rangers. I think we haven't mentioned that game yet. We'll talk about that one in a couple minutes. We'll go to this one, Nick.
Yeah, it's our favorite teams, Tim. It's our favorite team. The Oakland Athletics are taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles are $1.80 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. This line opened up at Baltimore minus 200, and now they're minus 180. This line opened up at 8.5. It's gone up a half a run to 9. Makes sense that it's gone up half a run. 90% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over. As for the side, 92% of the tickets, 70% of the cash, 71% of the cash is on the ball. And the Lions dropped 20 cents, 19 cents. You may be off the experiment. I'm back on the Oakland Athletics first 5 money line. I got it at a plus 125 or 145 with Oakland first 5 here. Waldachuk. I'm gonna be backing Kenny Waldachuk here against where is it here? Against Kramer. Just the line move tells you that the books think Oakland is live in this game, and I'm only going to trust them for the first 5 innings. First 5 for me.
I'm very tempted to continue, but I'm not going to. This is an Oakland A's experiment that went 2-9, and I called it quits. Maybe we try to back them every game at home, because on the road they're 0-5. Maybe you look towards the over at 9. This Baltimore team is just hits. They hit, and hit some more. Nick, what's your thoughts on the over?
It's moved up, and the money's making sense with it. So
I like the over in this game. I think you're going to see a bunch of runs from both sides. Although I like my boy Kramer, and a lot of the money's coming in on. But this is a Baltimore team that just hits. We're one of the top offensive teams in baseball. They've gone over in 7 out of their 11 games. I'm going to grab the over. Is it cool if I load that up?
The over?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I like the over in this game. I think you see some runs. Oakland's awful. They're really bad. Waldachuk Wednesday. Don't overthink it. Oh, God. Yeah, Nick unplugged and plugged back in his microphone. It goes. No, you're good now. You're good. Okay. Kramer. I'm going over in that game. We'll go to this one, Nick, and I know you like this one.
Of course I do, because my favorite team's playing. Tampa Bay Rays are taking on the Boston Red Sox. Rays $1.25 favorites. Total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved. This is a tricky line move because they just announced the pitcher. So this line opened up at 142 and it's gone down to 125 for Tampa, but I don't know where the pitcher announcement was in this one. We always knew it was Chris Sale. We did not know it was going to be Bradley. So that's kind of tricky there, trying to figure out the line move. I think the line opened up really at around the $1.25 mark, so the line hasn't moved. And the total opened up at an 8. It's now up to an 8.5 in this one here. Let's take a look at 68% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the Rays, 68% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the over. Line move makes sense towards the over. And here's the pretty plain and simple way I'm going about this. Nothing's changing until further notice. Rays first 5, Rays full game, and let's move on. I've been back in the Rays every single game other than the Athletics series. And this is a team I am riding all season long. Like, this is a team that I have high expectations for. I mean, I bet them to win the division. I bet them over their win total. I think this is a very good baseball team. I think this is an underrated baseball team, and until further notice, The Rays are not coming off my betting card. Not happening.
Yeah. I noticed you put up the money line. I want to double down and put up the run line. Plus 164 for the run line. I don't care that it's Bradley pitching. So it's a bullpen game. Cool. The Tampa Bay Rays have the second best bullpen ERA in baseball. Sorry, they have the best ERA in general for all their pitchers. And not to mention their top 5 in hitting against the Red Sox team that I'm not particularly high on. This is going to be a last place Red Sox team. I like Tampa in a smash spot today. It's Chris Sale, who has been awful this year. You look at what Chris Sale has done. 10 earned runs in his 2 starts. 5 walks, 11 hits, although 13 strikeouts in 8 innings. He has not pitched well. They won both their games. It was against Baltimore and Detroit. So this is their his first real opponent. I think he gets hammered. I'm adding the run line at plus 164 just for a little bit more money because this is going to be a smash spot for the Rays again. 12-0 after today, and they get Toronto up next. So I'm going to call that their first real series. I think they run through them too. So until further notice, even though I wasn't high on them and I had them out of the playoffs, Rays money line.
I know it's very, very early, but I'm liking what I saw out of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yep. The fire sale. Yes, the sale's awful. Rays money line and run line. I have also a Franco over the bases. Yes. Did you see the Padres win yesterday? Shut up. You know it's against our Mets. Shut up.
Did you see the Pirates win yesterday?
Yeah, you see the Pirates win yesterday too, Brandon? Or Brad, sorry. I hit a plus 120 yesterday with the fish. With the Rays. There you go. Let's head to this game, which, woof.
Yeah, I did take a little bit of this game now. We
Okay.
have the Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Detroit Tigers in this game. Blue Jays minus 270 favorites, total 8.5 in this one. Kevin Gausman and Eduardo Rodriguez as your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at 260. It originally went down. Now it's come back up to 270. Total opened up at a 9 and it's dropped half a run to an 8.5. 96% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Blue Jays. 80% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over, and the line's dropped half a run. This is the game where I split the first 5, or I didn't split. I took a unit each on them. First 5 plus a half for the Tigers, and the first 5 under 4.5, minus 115. It's the way I went with this game. The line's dropped towards the under, even though money's coming in on the over. And the original move was towards the Tigers. I think this line's a little bit too wide. So Tigers first 5 plus a half at plus 145, and the full game over. My bad. First 5 under 4.5 minus 115.
Yeah, I'm not interested in grabbing an under in a Tigers game. That's a big no-no for me. Because when I'm looking at what we could put up on the site, and I bet full games, and I don't trust the Tigers bullpen at all. And there's no way I'm laying it with the Toronto Blue Jays, which a run line is minus 125. We've only backed a run line at over minus 125 once this year, and it was the Tampa Bay Rays, and it was worth the squeeze. It's not here. Gausman, I don't necessarily trust all that much, although I think he's had a good start to the year. No earned runs, 3 walks, 12 hits in 12 innings, 14 strikeouts against the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals. He's 1-1, and they're 1-1 in those starts. But yeah, this one's the one that I stayed away from. So Rays sting them one last time for me. There you go. Do you have a lineup for the Astros? No, not yet. Actually, there should be. The game starts in half an hour?
Yes.
If you want to know lineups, go to Twitter and go to Underdog MLB, and they'll give you everything you need to know. Let's see if we have it yet. Pirates, Padres, Astros, McCormick, Bregman, Tucker, Abreu, Hensley, Pena, Junk, Dubon, and Diaz with your Queedy pitching. So there you go. There's your lineup for your Astros. Big pass. Lean Jays with Gosman. I can't lay that price. No, thank you. We'll head to this game, Nick, which we have something involved in this one.
Yeah, big one. Yeah. Atlanta Braves minus 265, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one here, as we have Spencer Strider, Hunter Green, a pitching matchup I really like. This line opened up at minus 245 for Atlanta. The original line move was down, and then it's gone up. Oh boy, minus 268 for the Braves. Total opened up at 8.5 even money, and it's dropped half a run to 8. Let's take a look where the lines moved. Let's see if that correlates. Ooh, 91% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Braves. Makes sense with the line move. And when I made this move, I did not see that. I made probably a little bit of mistake reading this line, but it is what it is. 93% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over, and the line's dropped half a run. So I'd lean first 5 under in this game if I had to get to a total. As for the side, I took the Reds first 5 at plus 210. I like Hunter Green. I think Spencer Strider takes a small step back this year. And the Braves have been struggling a little bit in the first 5. Obviously, they came back yesterday and cashed the first 5. But this is a team that I don't know if we can 100% rely on them like that. I could see the Reds stealing the last game here. So first 5 money line for the Reds here, plus 210.
Yeah, normally I don't like backing a team that's trying to avoid getting swept. But I'm not a big fan of Spencer Strider. I think that he has a drop-off year this year. And I like Hunter Green, although he has not really had all that good of a start to the year this year. 5 earned runs in 2 starts, not terrible. 6 walks, 10 hits, 13 strikeouts in 8 innings. Loss to the Pittsburgh Pirates and a loss to the Philadelphia Phillies. And I think that Philly game, they came back and won at the end. So I like Cincinnati. You're getting a big plus money for them. And when it comes to it, if anything, maybe if you don't want to go crazy with them, go Reds plus 1.5. It's a Braves team that's 0-6 on the run line at home this year. And it's included 2 games against this Reds team where they did not cover the run line in either game. And you look at the games that they have had at home this year, they lost 3 out of 4 to the Padres, and then they've won the 2 against the Reds. None of them covering the run line. So Cincinnati money line, or if you want to grab the plus 1.5, you can do that too. Thank you, Tim. There you go. I'm going Sunday to the Astros, to the Rangers. There you go. Yep, Reds plus 1.5. That should be. What is the line on that? You can get plus money on that too. Nah, I'm not going to touch that at this point. But Reds, yes. We got 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah. Kansas City Royals are at the Texas Rangers. The Rangers $1.65 favorites in this game. Total 8.5 in this one. Let's take a look at where the lines moved in this one. Keller and Eovaldi. It's your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at 171. It's dropped down to 161. And this line opened up at 8.5 minus 105. It's moved up 20 cents towards the over, up to minus 125. Some 9s in some spots. 76% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the Rangers. Line is dropped, which is kind of interesting here. 67% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the under, and the line's gone up. So I kind of lean Royals and over. I did not pull the trigger on either. I'm going to write those down probably as plays I might add later. Would be maybe a KC team total over full game over type of split here. In this spot against Eovaldi. I could see Eovaldi get hit a little bit here. KC team total over 3.5. I think is a decent look, and full game over 8.5 would be my leans here.
Yeah, I don't want to go after the Royals that could get swept. I want to stay off the side, but as for a total, I kind of do like the over, especially with all the money coming in on the under. And this is moved from, what is it, 8.5. It stayed at 8.5. It's actually gotten more juice towards the over. So I like the over in this game. You said you like that, right?
Yeah, I'm looking to bet it later.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add that. We're going all out. I don't care. We'll have plays on a shit ton of games. It is what it is. Grabbing the over in the Kansas City Texas game. I think you see some runs. 8.5 at -125.
There we go.
Braves have been a little bit shaky lately. They're not covering run lines, that's for sure. Morning, fellas. Over in the Royals game. Yes, time is NBA playoff done. No, we just started. This is the second day of it. We're in the play-ins. We haven't even reached the playoffs yet. I know your Rockets are in it, but I understand. Let's head to the final game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, wow, we've made it. Hour and a half into the stream. We're on to the last game here. The LA Dodgers are at that San Francisco Giants. Dodgers -160 favorites. Total 7.5 in this game. This Dodger team is not what we think they are.
No.
That's a problem. This line opened up at -171 for the Dodgers, and it's moved 19 cents towards the Giants. The line opened up at 8, and it's moved a half run towards the under. We have 93% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line's dropped half a run. That's kind of interesting.
Yes.
73% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The line's dropped. The line has dropped. I am on the San Francisco Giants. First 5 at +140 here. I think there's money to be made fading the Dodgers. I was dead wrong on them, I think, heading into the season. I said that this team is still going to win 100 games. No, the hell they're not. This is not the same Dodger team. Obviously, the injuries hurt as well. I like JD Davis props. JD Davis props in this game 100%. He's got a good history against Clayton Kershaw. And you can get, let's see, do we have him over total bases here? Is that an option for him?
Probably not.
No. They don't have any props for JD Davis. Really?
It is what it is, Nick.
That's annoying. Can they get a hit?
No, probably not. If he's not on any of those, he's not going to be on anything. So.
Shame on you, Bet Online. I want some JD Davis props.
They're scared. They know that he's going to go off today.
Yeah. I'm on the Giants here in this spot.
I have 2 plays clicked in and ready to lock in on the site as soon as you give me the go ahead. Giants in the under.
I'd side with both of those.
Boom. Just the line movements. Line movements alone they shout out to me. The Dodgers are not that team. This line's dropped a lot, even with all the money on the Dodgers. 93% of the money and 94% of the money pretty much, and 93% of the tickets are on the over. And this line's dropped a half a run. Yeah, this game's going to finish 3-1 Giants, and it's going to be nice for us when we hit the under and we hit the Giants. Yes, we back a lot of dogs. I know we back a lot of dogs. But when it comes to it, as long as they cash, half the time we're good to go. Giants and the under for me in this one. That should be a fun way to wrap up today's slate.
Oh yeah.
Putting them in, and we're good to go. Locked in, loaded. First 5 under Dodgers. Yes. Giants. Yes. Pels money line and Islanders in regulation. I don't like the Pelicans today. I like the Thunder. That's just me, though. I won't Kansas City Ruben. Fair. Dodger blue, first to 2. I don't even know if they reached 2. Team total under Dodgers. Team total under, I should say, Dodgers. I'm taking the Giants. Yes, take the Giants today. That's everything for today. Make sure you guys go head over to Higgs' show because he just started. I'll go put his link in the chat. Check out all the descriptions, all the links in the description below. I'm not going to go over all of them. They're all down there. So jump on that as well. Here's your week pass. 1 week, $49 for everything. Obviously, we go over all the stuff here. But if you miss a show or we put up some plays the night before and then we put up a bunch the next day. So it is what it is. So you guys can get all of those. Make sure you guys check out that over on the site. You can get, it helps us out more if you go to the Earle Sports Bet site. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. SeatGeek, $20 off your first purchase. ESPN at checkout. All that good stuff. Here's my home run props for today. Bada bing, bada boom. NBA, both underdogs. There you go. MLB, lots of stuff. Pirates in the over. Mets, Guardians. I don't think we touched that Twins game. We might have taken the over in the Twins game. Does that sound right? Yeah, over in Twins game. I like the under in the Cubbies game. We didn't put it up. Rockies, Diamondbacks. I like the Phillies run line in the over. Under in the Nationals game. Over in the Baltimore game. Rays, money line, run line. Nothing in Toronto. Cincinnati, over in Texas, and San Fran in the under. There you go.
Yes, I'm rocking with, starting in about 20 minutes, the Pittsburgh Pirates team total over 3.5, the full game over 9. Chicago, Minnesota over 8.5. Mets first 5 full game money lines. The Guardians team total over 4.5. Mariners first 5 full game money lines. Colorado first 5. Arizona first 5. Washington, LA first 5 under 5. Oakland first 5. Tampa Bay first 5 full game double up. And then the Tigers first 5 plus a half, plus 145 in full game, or first 5 under 4.5. Reds first 5 money line, Giants first 5 money line. And then in the NBA, I only have one play in the NBA for the play-ins. I got over 212.5, Chicago, Toronto. And then for the NHL, Islanders and Habs, find a 6 for the total under there. And then under 6 for St. Louis, Dallas, and then over 6.5 for San Jose, Calgary.
There you go. Did you take the Mets? Yes, Mets. Thumbs up. Who does Jenny Davis play for? J.D. Davis plays for the Giants. Got that Yankee over 9.5. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to go after that. I like Cleveland. Twinkies. Yes. I don't know about Twinkies. Over in Twinkies. That's going to do it. Head over to Higgs' show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.